apologize, mister. It's a sign of weakness.
Never apologise, mister. It's a sign of weakness. That line was delivered by actor John Wayne, playing the role of Captain Nathan Brittles in the 1949 Western She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, directed by John Ford. 70 years on, it seems to be gaining new credence. John Wayne was known as a hard man, and not apologising was long viewed as a trait of a strong man. Consider the cases of celebrities and corporations refusing to apologise for their misdeeds and simply toughing it out. Why do they adopt this strategy? Is it really a sign of strength? Why is it so hard to say, I'm sorry?
It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know. Hold me now. I really want to tell you I'm sorry. I could never let you go.
Hey there, and welcome back to the Better Humans Project podcast, the show where we dig into the science and stories behind what makes us tick and how we can grow into fuller, better versions of ourselves. I'm your host, Greg Pfeiffer, and today we're tackling a word that's small in size but huge in emotional weight. Yep, we're talking about sorry. More specifically, why it can be so incredibly hard to say it, even when we know we messed up, even when we want to make things right, even when an apology could fix everything. I mean, we all mess up. We say the wrong thing, forget an important date, lose our temper, hurt someone we care about. And often we know we messed up. So why does that one little word, sorry, feel like swallowing a cactus? What's stopping us? Let's dive in. Let's start with the obvious. Saying sorry should be easy, right? It's just a word, two syllables. And yet, how many times have you felt that lump in your throat, that tightening in your chest, that quiet voice whispering, don't say it. You'll lose power. You'll look weak. Saying sorry might seem like a small act, but for many of us, it feels like a threat to our very identity. There's a gap between knowing we were wrong and owning that wrongness out loud. And that gap, that's where the psychology lives. At the heart of apology resistance is the ego, our eternal protector of self image. Psychologists call it the ego defense, and it's a deeply rooted mechanism. When we apologize, we're admitting fault, which can feel like a threat to the version of ourselves we like to believe in. I'm a good person. I'm competent. I don't make careless mistakes. You may even feel like, that's not me. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. An apology can shake that narrative, and our brains, they don't like that. So instead, we deflect, we justify, we rationalize. It's just that your brain is trying to protect your sense of self, but that protection often comes at a cost, especially in our relationships. And it's not necessarily because we're jerks, it's because cognitive dissonance, that discomfort of holding two conflicting beliefs, can feel unbearable. And our mind would rather protect our self concept than risk feeling that shame. And then there's the question of power. Apologizing isn't just personal, it's cultural. In some societies, saying sorry is part of daily life. It's a lubricant for social cohesion. However, in many cultures, apologizing is seen as a form of submission, an admission of weakness. Think of leaders who avoid apologizing at all costs, or parents who never admit they were wrong to their kids. And if you grew up in an environment where vulnerability was punished or where mistakes weren't safe to make, saying sorry can feel like giving up control. And in hierarchical systems, such as corporate, political, even family, apologies can be tangled with power. Who's allowed to apologize without losing respect, and who's expected to? Sometimes we resist saying sorry, not because we don't care, but because we fear the consequences of vulnerability in a world that doesn't always reward it. And let's not forget pride. It gets in the way too, especially when the stakes are high, like in romantic relationships, with family, or at work. We fear looking foolish. We fear losing face. And underneath that, there is shame. So let's talk about these two emotional siblings, guilt and shame. Guilt is the one that says, I did something bad, whereas shame says, I am bad. And the difference, it matters a lot. People who feel guilt are more likely to take accountability and apologize. Guilt is constructive, it nudges us to make amends. Without guilt, apologies can feel like self annihilation instead of connection. Shame, on the other hand, is destructive. It floods us with a sense of unworthiness. And when we feel unworthy, our instincts is to hide, deny, or lash out. So this is not exactly fertile ground for a sincere I'm sorry. And that kind of emotion can paralyze a person. So instead of apologizing, we avoid, we ghost, we gaslight, we run. But here's the thing, avoiding doesn't make the damage go away. It just delays the healing. Researchers like Brené Brown have done amazing work showing how shame resilience, our ability to sit with our imperfections without crumbling, is essential for healthy relationships and emotional intelligence. Brown's shame resilience theory places our individual shame resilience on a continuum between shame, characterized by fear, blame, and disconnection, and empathy, characterized by courage, compassion, and connection. We can learn and we can develop the following: the capacity to recognize our experiences of shame, the ability to move through shame constructively, maintaining our authenticity and growing from our experiences, and stronger, more meaningful connections with people in our lives. Apologizing also involves a risk, the possibility that our apology won't be accepted. This fear of rejection can deter us from saying sorry because we worry about the emotional pain that may follow if our apology is not received well. But it's essential to understand that the act of apologizing is valuable in itself, regardless of the outcome. It demonstrates accountability and a willingness to change. Okay, so we've unpacked the why. Now let's talk about the how. Psychologist Harriet Lerner, author of Why Won't You Apologize, says a good apology has 9 ingredients. 1, it does not include the word but. I'm sorry I broke that vase, but you left it too close to the doors. It keeps the focus on your actions and not on the other person's response. I'm sorry I said something offensive, but you probably need to grow a thicker skin. It offers repatriation or restitution that fits the situation. It does not overdo. It doesn't get caught up in who's more to blame or who started it. Number 6, a true apology needs to be backed by corrective action. 7, it requires that you do your best to avoid a repeat performance. 8, it should not serve to silence others. I've apologized like 10 times for not calling when I was going to be late. Let it go already. And 9, it does not ask the hurt party to do anything, not even to forgive. It's not about perfection, it's about ownership. Real apologies build trust. They say, I see you. Your hurt matters. I want to repair this. They recognize the hurt and damage caused to the other party. But here's the hopeful part. Apologizing is a skill. We can practice. We can rewire those defenses. We can learn to tolerate the sting of discomfort in service of something better. Connection, integrity, and healing. Start small. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Or I didn't follow through. My bad, and I'll do better next time. Apologize for the little things. Be specific. Stay present. Let the discomfort come and then let it pass. And notice how much lighter things feel afterward. And if the apology you need to make is bigger, take your time. Reflect, get clear, and then go do the thing. The discomfort is temporary, but the repair, that's powerful. And that's what better humans do. And if you're on the other side, if someone is trying to apologize to you, remember, and accepting an apology is also a choice. It doesn't mean forgetting. It means creating space for growth. By accepting apologies, we foster forgiveness and pave the way for stronger, more meaningful relationships. When apologizing, be specific about what you're sorry for. Acknowledge the impact of your actions and show genuine remorse. Focus on the present moment during your apology. Avoid bringing up past issues or making excuses. This demonstrates your sincerity and commitment to resolving the current problem. Allow yourself to feel the discomfort that comes with apologizing. It's a natural part of the process and will pass in time. And again, notice how much better things feel afterwards. Empathy plays a crucial role in the apology process. When we empathize with others, we understand the impact of our actions on them, which motivates us to seek forgiveness. Apologizing strengthens social bonds and reinforces our commitment to treat others with respect and consideration. An effective communication is key to a sincere apology. It involves taking remorse, taking responsibility, making amends. Clear and honest communication fosters trust and helps repair damaged relationships. So, when it comes to apologizing, it's time to flip the narrative and realize that not saying sorry is not a sign of strength, but a sign of weakness. Being able to apologize is a skill that can be learned and practiced. So, the next time your ego flares up or your pride whispers, don't say it, pause. Ask yourself, what's really at stake here? And what could be gained if I chose honesty instead of armor? Because every sincere apology is a crack in that armor, just wide enough to let a little more light in. Learn the value of apologizing wholly, sincerely, and unreservedly. It will certainly help to make you a better human. Thanks for listening today. If this episode stirred something in you, maybe send it to someone you love. Or hey, maybe use it as a bridge to say that thing you've been holding back. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with someone who might find it useful. And always, if you have any questions or want to share your own journey of change, betterment, or transformation, reach out to me on email, contact@thebetterhumansproject.com. This is the Better Humans Project, and you're doing the work. I'm Greg Pfeiffer. And until next time, be good to yourself and one another. Bye-bye.
It's hard for me to say I'm sorry.